So dig this. Double standards. What does that mean in a relationship? I mean, we know what the definition of a double standard is. Simply put, doing something to someone or a group of people or just an action that you would not be okay with receiving in turn. So, leaving it just like that in that simple definition, how does that impact in a relationship? First, we need to accept the notion or the fact that there are double standards in relationships. Not a question on whether or not they should or shouldn't be. It's the fact that they are. And what I want to talk about regarding that today is the importance taken on by each individual person in said relationship when it comes to double standards. So, from a man's perspective, we may state that our woman, oh, you do this, but if I'd have done that, and then vice versa with the woman, oh, if I'd have done that, you'd have been mad. Are there acceptable times where double standards are okay, and then when they're not? That's where I'm finding the gray area, or maybe not so much the gray area, but where there are differences of opinion. And for me, that difference of opinion falls really on how important it is to you. To a man, you may not really trip too much about the fact that your woman spends 45 minutes getting dressed or an hour, but yet she gets mad at you if you spend more than 15 minutes and she's ready to go. You just accept that that's what women do, or that's how women are. Or women, they may consider a man leaving his stuff around, his clothes or any of his equipment or his toys that he likes to play around with around the house. But she knows if she leaves her curling iron or her clothes or lingerie laying all over the place, he may have a problem with it. But she's not tripping. Those are insignificant to the grand scheme of a relationship. What about those issues that are serious in the way that we talk to each other? Specifically, sometimes women can be very emotional in the way they talk to a man. I'm not saying that man can't be emotional when they talk to a woman, but for this video, let's look at it in the general consensus that women can be emotional at times when they're upset at their significant other. And the way she's aggressive in that at verbal communication. Flip it around, a man talks with that same type of tone and same rhetoric, then it becomes aggressive. It becomes potentially violent. Is that not a double standard? Women can be just equally capable of being physical, being aggressive, being violent. But as a man, do we just accept that type of communication? We may physically know maybe she can't do anything to me, but is that an excuse to allow that? I listen to a lot of women over the years talk about different topics like this and about what they allow for men to do to them, and making it almost like it's okay. And then you have the other group talking, no, that's not okay. And that's true. It's not okay to allow someone to be toxic towards you, to be aggressive towards you, to make you feel like you're in some type of danger. But the thing about it is, it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. It's true. As men, we shouldn't talk to anyone like that, but especially a woman, and especially a woman that's in our life. But for this video, the double standard is when women do it. Where do we say, hey, this is a double standard that cannot be allowed? This is not okay. Because what that does is enable the next thing. It sets a precedent. I mean, I don't know. I'm talking out loud.